Hi everyone, myself Dipali Bhaskar Gazre. I am from Sri Siddheshwar Women's College of Engineering, Solapur, and my roll number is 273 and my class is second year B division from Computer Science and Engineering branch, and my today's topic is indexed allocation. Indexed allocation brings all pointers together into one location called the index blocks. Each file has its own index blocks, which is an array of disk block addresses. Advantages of indexed block is allocation is supports direct access, no external fragmentation, does not require keeping a large fat in memory. Disadvantages of indexed allocation: first is the wasted space. Within indexed blocks, data blocks may be spread all over the volume, resulting in many read-write head movements. Indexed allocation means file allocation table contains a separate one level index for each file. The indexed has a one entry for each portion allocated to the file. File indexes are not stored as a part of allocation table. There is an example of the indexed allocation. Brings all pointers together into indexed block. Logical view: need index a table, random access, dynamic access without external fragmentation, but have a overhead of index block. Here is the advantages of that. These supports direct access to the blocks occupied by the file and therefore provided fast access to the file blocks. It overcomes the problem of the external fragmentation. Disadvantages: the pointer overhead for indexed allocation is greater than linked allocation for very small files. Say files that expand only to 3 blocks. The indexed allocation would keep one entire block for pointers, which is inefficient in terms of memory utilization. However, in linked allocation we lose the space of only one pointer per block. Here is the what is meant by indexed allocation in detail. We see for files are very large, a single index block may not be able to hold all the pointers. Following mechanism can be used to resolve this: linked scheme. Linked scheme, combined scheme आणि single indirect block. Firstly, linked scheme. This scheme links two or more index block together for holding the pointers. Every index block would then contain a pointer or the address to the indexed block. Multi-level index. In this policy, a first level index block is used to point to the second level index blocks, which in turn points to the disk blocks occupied by the file. This can be extended to 3 or more levels depending on the maximum file size. Combined scheme. In this scheme, a special block called a in node, information node, contains all the information about file such as the name, size, authority, etc., and the remaining space of in node is used to store the disk block addresses, which contains the actual files as shown in the image below. The first few of these pointer in node pointers to the direct block. The next few pointers points to the indirect blocks. Indirect blocks may be single indirect, double indirect, or triple indirect. Single indirect block is the disk block that does not contains the file data but the disk addresses of the block that contains the file data. Similarly, the double indirect block do not contain the file data but disk address of the block that contains the address of a block containing the file data. This is all about the indexed allocation. Thank you.